Woseo.
Oseo.
Said Cherokee greeting. Wave the great feather for the good of it. Here, right away, starting with, this is my drawing. We focus on that drawing. This drawing I've titled Kamala Rising. Kamala is rising. So while you're focused on that, this is my proposal for this theme. Each generation of humans is altered and affected by contact with the enduring bipolar or yin-yang energy and needs to find and create life-sustaining balances within this grand pattern of Shaktis. Shakti is the female conceived energy in India. For humans must ever shift, struggle, and flow to stay in equilibrium. By equilibrium we mean we are the between life and death. It is a never-ending play, a balancing act without a fixed or even an ideal end. So that starts me off here. And if you can go from the drawing over here, I was presenting 2 weeks ago the Dakota White Buffalo woman. And this is my shield, representing her and that event. 2 weeks ago, when I was presenting this, turned out to be the very day that Kamala Harris entered in to the presidential race of the United States. So that's what I'm bringing together here. And in a very, overnight short time, she, showed a groundswell of support from around the country. If you can go all the way down here to the Turtle Island. The United States of America is situated here with our original Turtle Island, is what we originally called this country. And here with this groundswell, the name of Kamala in India means lotus, a lotus flower. So here we have a clay turtle. This is a votive turtle. We just back up, and here I put this here to symbolize the lotus flower, denoting the name of Kamala Harris. And this is our shield insignia for Turtle Island. And I have a figure of a wonderful woman, upholding a basket of provisions here to go with all of that. Now if you go all the way over here to this shield, and the summer solstice there in the middle of June is the time every year that the constellation of Pleiades is rising into the night sky. And here in Native America, that is the head of the great white buffalo constellation. And that's what I have here. The constellation is followed by the 3 stars of the constellation of Orion. That would kind of be the back of the buffalo's body. And it goes all the way to the tail. The end of the tail would be the star Sirius. So the whole body of the great white buffalo constellation means our mutuality with this present energy. So in this present energy, we have this event happening. It can come all the way down here to this photograph I've showed before. Just before the solstice in June, in Yellowstone Park, a white buffalo was born, and that's what is being depicted here. And here I have a little figure that is almost just like it here. And this constitutes the new continuity. In Lakota, that this is pronounced as Ohinian Takesha. Ohinian Takesha means the new continuity. The reoccurrence of the white buffalo constellation that happens every year, that's Ukesha, meaning it renews our mutuality. Where here, this is the new continuity here. You can go all the way up here to the top here. This, what I'm depicting here, is the buffalo cow mother. So that's Pite Winyeda. And in particular, you see the red strings I have coming down here. When she gives birth to her calf at that time, she brings up a mucus, tukun. And this mucus, now she is going to coat her newborn calf with. And that's going to be akekta tukun, meaning she has now made the calf sacred. So in the culture, from that, anything that we are going to make red, paint red or color red, like here you have the red feather here, it means sacred. It means sacred. It also follows otakun, to give a voice to. And we name something, we name anything that we are giving a voice to it. So this is the continuation or expansion of this red mucus substance that the mother buffalo cow coats on her calf here. The event of the white buffalo woman, the name white buffalo woman, Pete Sang Nin, needs a little bit of explanation. And if you can come all the way down here and look at my display here, the mannequin from the Lakota. This is a pure apparition, is what it means, you know. This pure apparition is what Kashot Chisni, Akanin, is that this is not a spirit or the evolution of a divinity myth. This is actually an apparition. And everything of this apparition that the people witnessed or attended to in the Lakota amounts to what I have described here with this. Kabelyeya, meaning she let her hair hang loose, and that her hair was wispy, swilla, like that. So that's all the way that she's appearing. And here I put this around to affect fog or mist or clouds, you know. In Pake, she came out of the fog. It's the way that she is appearing here. And if you have the rest of the body, you know, for her head here, she's wearing, they're interpreting how she looks, you know, and she's wearing a long, like white buckskin dress. It's a special one, Kalahaska, meaning a fringe buckskin dress. And it's one that has the many fringes hanging off of it. So you can just sort of imagine this white figure appearing before people coming out of clouds or fog or mist like that. And she's all white. So she has all white hair. So the name Pete Sang means that this is Win is a suffix meaning we gave her the name of the buffalo with white hair. So that's why her hair is all white here. So this is all a way to show the way that this event had come about. It must have been a special time for the people, the Lakota people, and one can guess or speculate why this apparition took place. And I had talked about it before a couple of weeks ago, but here I'm elaborating, expanding that even more. Now if we go to actually Kamala, over here I've made this illustration. This illustration originally I am painting with the name Kama. Kamadenu. Kamadenu was the wish-fulfilling cow. And I've made some modifications to that to kind of give the impression of actually the Pete Bunyeda, meaning the buffalo cow. This is definitely that. And I've given her the head of Kamala. Kamala's middle name is Debbie, so she's been deified in her name. So to see all of that with her, keep looking at her, because there you actually have her picture. In the Sanskrit dictionary for Kama, like that, it is the seat of the driving electrical forces, the basis for action. Kama is the fourth of the 7 principles and has been called the balance principle, likened to the sign of Libra. So here with the first proposal that I read, we have that by way of Kamala, her name and who she is right now, it is a matter of balance. And that is really, really, really what we are looking to in all of this. Other parts of this is that she's also named, I think according to her mother, after the Devi in India of Lakshmi. And here, this figure here, the early civilization in India is referred to as the Indus Valley Civilization. There's a river running north and south called the Indus, where India got its name from. And in modern times, it was found that there were some ruined cities there. And so that those name of those cities, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, have been given to those archaeological sites, which reportedly are cities, and so they have been, excavated. And this comes from there, and this would be what we're saying here, a deity of the lotus woman, to go with Kamala. So when I go over here, if you can see this figure, rather dark, very old, carved in wood. This is from southern India, called Tamil Nadu. Now the people who had once lived at the Indus Valley, the Indus River, they left there. It's all to be telling nobody there, and they had immigrated and continued themselves in southern India, where Tamil and Telugu are the language. They are not the Hindu people. And this figure comes from there. These original deities of these people have been taken into the Hindu religion. And so this is being called Parvati. She's wearing a grass skirt and her hair is tied up like a yogi. And what I'm pointing out here is the continuation of the lotus woman there all the way over here to southern India here with this figure reportedly Parvati. So these are ways that I'm relating this. So now I have another figure here. We can see this. And we're saying, ostensibly, this is Kamala in the red feather. So the way that's making it sacred. I think you will recognize what this piece is, that it really has come out of Native America and the sweetgrass. So let me look right here. Memela fisha, meaning this is a loop of grass. This is this woven sweetgrass, and this is the earliest symbol of the feminine. So that's the view of the sweetgrass we have here. So it is, Kamala, young woman, who starts out speaking here. I was looking for the sweetgrass, the powerful sweetgrass. How powerful. I was finding it. I was lifting it up. How powerful. And then that old man was coming in saying, he wants to have a sweat. He says, I want a real white buffalo. Kamala, young woman, was coming in saying, ditto, ditto, ditto. Morning Star was coming in saying, he wants to have a sweat. He says, I want some fine tail feathers. Coyote was coming in saying, let's go have a sweat. He was giving all of us a real sense of security. That old man says, I want some black and white buffalo robes. Kamala, young woman, says, I want some black and white wolf hides. And now she says that she wants some other sweat house. Morning Star shows up with lots of things, and that old man says, this man's got to want some tail feathers. So that old man says, I want hundreds of tail feathers. Kamala, young woman, says, I want all different kinds of tail feathers. That old man says, better not forget my white buffalo robe. And Kamala, young woman, says, better not forget my different kind of elk robe. So she says, someone up there sees me. How powerful. Yo, hey, hey, I was looking down at the ground. How powerful. Hey, hey, I have lifted up the buffalo. Oh, yeah, hey, hey, how very, very powerful. Yo, hey, hey. There you have it.